Alright, let's talk about F-strings. So why do I use Python 3 F-strings? They are more readable, they are more concise, less prone to error, and faster. But I'll start you off with the old school string formatting, the percent formatting, the string dot format. Let me start you off with a few examples. Open the Python shell. Let's set up a variable and give it a name. For example, Alan. Use that variable in a string, using %s within your string and at the end of it. The percent and then the name of the variable. Enter. Suppose we have another one variable. Now we have two variables we'd like to add to our string. This is the same with the name. And then we put in UR, the age, %, and S. So in this case, we have two variables that we'll plug in. To do that, type % and then the name, comma, age, inside parentheses. What if you have a lot more variables? Let's set up some variables. To put all these in a single string, it starts to get a little messy. We'll have to count the number of %s to make sure that we have them in the right order and which ones you are replacing. At the end here, we need to put all the variables inside parentheses. Alright, it looks right. Press enter. Fortunately, there are better ways to do this. Let's talk about string.format. We can put placeholders in our string in curly brackets. And at the very end of the string, we would say .format, and then we could put arguments in like name and age. We can also reference the variables inside their index. Let's say this is index 1 and this one is index 0. And we reverse order, name, and age. So we get the same result. Now let's talk about a new and improved way to format strings in Python, F-strings. F-strings are also known as formatted string literals and created in Python 3.6 version. They have simple syntax, they are evaluated at runtime, and they are formatted using the format protocol. Let me show you some examples. Let's set up three variables: name, age, and profession to build a string. Inside our curly brackets, we put our expressions. And if you like, you can use capital F at the beginning of your string. Nice and simple. Now that I've shown you the simple syntax of F-strings, let's talk about arbitrary expressions. You can do simple math inside of curly brackets. You can do something like that also. I can also call functions and methods, but these are concepts that we'll do it later. Now we can also create multi-line strings. This is a multi-line message here. So, what does this message look like? Type message. Just remember that you need to put the F at each one for each of these to enter each of these expressions into the string. What about speed? F-strings are faster than both percentage formatting and str.format. So, I'm going to take you through a review of everything we've covered and learned in this lesson. We started with the oldest string formatting, the percent string formatting, also called C-style. After that, we started to talk about the string.format method, which started from 2.6 Python version. And finally, we covered the newest string formatting method, the F-string, which started from 3.6 Python version. That's it for today, so thanks again for joining me in this lesson, and I hope you could now see how much more concise, readable, and convenient, and faster F-strings can be.